11 new faces through the door. A decent start to our League One campaign and Carabao Cup campaign, so spoilers already. And of course, a big derby to start today off with. It's all going to go uphill, hopefully, from this point even more as we enter episode 3 of the Hartlepool Save. As yes guys, probably should have said season 2 with that, but welcome back. Shirt still not out of the wash, but we are here with episode number 3 of season number 2. And there's a big spoiler on screen because I just thought I'd show you this list. It's absolutely amazing to me looking at it as we have 11 new faces through the door. You can see them all here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I have got it right as well, as we're going to go into this episode with our head held high. It was a good start to the league campaign. You can see we occupied the bottom playoff spot after 2 games because we beat Doncaster and we drew against Oxford. But today we start off with, which is kind of a derby against Sunderland, a big game at home as well, which I'm focusing on. But I've just seen who we've got next in the cup and I did not know about that, as we have Wycombe, Peterborough, Premier League Watford are in town. We've already played a Premier League team and got thrashed by them in Aston Villa last year. Got another one this time round, and Cheltenham. So I think we're simulating Cheltenham and Wycombe. We're going to play the other 3 and Leyton Orient in the Papa Johns. Maybe we simulate that as well and leave deadline day for the start of next episode. Who knows? Because I don't know what I'm going to do on deadline day. We still do have money left. As you can see, 1.18 million, which was all our budget last year. But we've signed so many players. Also going into this game, another thing I've noticed, we've got a top scorer, a joint top. It's not Norwood this year, who was top last year. It's Butterworth, one of the new signings, Dan Butterworth, as we've made, excuse me, our first team squad. Bit of the illness coming back. And of course, the new signing, Tavazzoli, is on the bench this time. Drops Francis Angol, the last original still in the starting 11, to the reserves, as we're going to go with this. We're going to go with Marinovic in goal, Luke Bolton, Sean McLaughlin, Rhys Staunton, Sean Raggett, and Andrew at left wing back, with Harrop, Adams and Valakari in the midfield, supporting Norwood and Butterworth up front together, as that is the team that we're going to go into this season with. And I feel like that's possibly pushing it a low championship side, but that's very, very, very much pushing, as we're going to Sunderland, who should be a champion, well, not even a championship side, but a Premier League one, and let's see what we can do in this derby game, as we have been given the graphics beforehand. And who the heck was that? That did not look like Dan Butterworth or James Norwood, as they're coming off the buses. Big game. And the starting 11 for Sunderland, they've brought to Victoria Park. Lee Burge in goal, Jose Estrada, Jordan Willis, Bailey Wright and Corey Evans. I'm guessing he's going to swap with Hume in the midfield and Luke O'Nien, with Gooch and Stewart either wing. Embleton and Aidan O'Brien preferred to Ross Stewart up front, which is a little bit of a weird one for me. But still, that's the choice they've decided to make, and they're going to have to live with it, as Valakari with a switch out right wide here, as we've unbeaten in this league in 2 games, and this is definitely going to be our hardest test. A team that we had charge of in our previous save, of course, so we've took charge of 2 rivals this year, and we're not even at Christmas, as that's a ball out wide into Danny Andrew right here, back into Valakari. He's going to pass it into Norwood. Has Norwood got support? He has got support from Luke Bolton on the angle, and it's gone into the back of the net. What a shocker from Lee Burge, as our right back opens the scoring up straight away here against Sunderland in the derby. Now, how has that slipped in? I want to see this again. It's Norwood with a pass out wide. It's a good touch. It's a blast, and oh, Burge. That is an absolute howler from the keeper. And we do manage to take the lead because of a horrendous mistake from the opposition, and that's absolutely beautiful to see. Love that. I mean, sorry, old team Sunderland, but we're in charge of Hartlepool now, as Lyndon Gooch running down the swing. I was sure he'd left Sunderland, but maybe not too sure. So they're offside right there. And Mo Adams with a switch out onto the wing. It's Danny Andrew with a touch right there. Talking about McLaughlin. as this is a pass through to Dan Butterworth, and Butterworth, there's a voice crack in there somewhere, but it is 2-0 now, and Dan Butterworth will surely be top scorer now with 4 goals. The other striker to Norwood just walks into the box. What is happening here? What is happening? I thought this would be the hardest game of the season so far. He takes it with his right, hits it with his left, and Burge is just having an absolute shocker in net. Maybe he didn't stand a chance really with that one outside of the foot a little bit, but oh, he tucks his hands in a little bit, and it allows it to fly home. Is this proof that the team's gelling a little bit? It might be, as Luke Bolton going to run down this wing again. He's already got a goal as the right wing back. That's passing to Valakari. A good 1-2. Men in the middle. We're going to cross that in. It fell off Willis, and Norwood, if he'd not made as quick as a run as he actually had done, which I don't blame him for, he might have got that on the rebound, as Denver Hume with a couple of passes out right here, and Sunderland not going to give up, of course. Stewart has to give it back to Corey Evans, who is playing at left wing back, or left back, excuse me. I'll get my information right at one point as all. Terrible pass from Reece Staunton, and he's moving away from the defender. Oh, and Marinovic with a save. Moving away from the striker, the defender should I say, as that was a shocking move from our, well, let's say main centre-back. He's come in and been a mainstay, Reece Staunton, as Norwood heads that ball away. Only as far as Denver Hume. It's to Elliot Embleton on the edge now. A player I'm a big fan of, ex-Grimsby. And Marinovic with another good stop. Will it be third time lucky for Sunderland though? As almost half an hour in, they've definitely grown into this game. Just a bit of early shock for the away side, as Marinovic is always catching that. A little bit of a slide coming through on him, but we'll forgive that, as Josh Harrop, this is his first touch of the game, I think, has the ball right here. Gives it into Mo Adams. Adams into Valakari, and that's a great run from Norwood. Up the field, Lee Burge, he tries to chip him, and it's wide. Probably should have hit it normally. As Valakari drops the ball off to the side into Luke Bolton right here as we charge forward. And we've got men making the run. Look at that for a ball. It's bouncing off Willis every time. Another voice break, I don't care. I've just drank a lot of water, but what a stupid mistake. We've got to get on those boys, and we'd easily have more goals. As Luke Bolton straight in front of the defender right there again. The wing-back having the game of his life. And I have to say, rather unfortunately for us, the half is over. It is 2-0 at the break against the rival Sunderland, and I will take that all day long. Just got to keep it up in the second, as it's not going to be the ideal start to the second half though. A free kick right here, but Stewart gets injured for Sunderland. Oops, might have injured him just there with that tackle, as they're going for a shot, and oh, Marinovic was scrambling. Don't think it warranted that kind of dive though. Maybe we're just taking the mickey a little bit, as Adams has it in the middle of the park. He's going to get the pass off into James Norwood. Now wide right to Luke Bolton. He goes backwards into Conor McLaughlin. Brilliant centre-back. Now he's reformed. And against his former club, of course, today. I forgot about that. It's against Sunderland. That's a great turn from Valakari. Ball in the box. Still going to bounce back to us. But a penalty is given against Jordan Willis, who's definitely struggled in this game. He just got turned by Valakari. And did he tackle the man in the middle? Yes, flying in on Norwood, as we're going to get the kick from the spot. This is to make it 3. And Butterworth just has better penalties, but Norwood is lacking with the goals. He needs to chase him up a little bit. So he buries that in the bottom bin as perfectly as you can. 3-0. And it's actually the first of the season for James Norwood. That's a surprise. Top scorer last year, but that is one of the best penalties I've ever seen. Even if he would have dived the right way, don't think he's stopping it. So I'll take that all day long, as Lyndon Gooch whipping a ball into the box, restarting with an easy header away, and Josh Harrop now onto Dan Butterworth. He's going to get the pass off to Valakari. Oh, I tried to turn smartly that time. Not too smart, as Stewart has decided to actually stay on the field as well. I admire that, as Elliot Embleton into O'Brien. And it's a good ball around the corner, and Marinovic is having an amazing game in goal as well, I've got to say. As on the hour mark, he keeps Lyndon Gooch out again, as it's going to be a corner ball for the away side. They're getting absolutely thrashed as Alex Pritchard comes onto the field. He's a tricky customer as it falls to Luke O'Nine. He can hit them. Embleton can hit them. O'Brien definitely can, the striker, as he gets a header off, and Marinovic again. And Butterworth, the goal scorer, of course, in this game, now coming off. And the same for Josh Harrop, as Keshi Anderson and Omar Bogle, veterans of this league, now come onto the field to round it out in the last 10. And in the last 10. If we could make it 4-0 against the rivals, I would be very, very impressed. As Lyndon Gooch has the ball. Good footwork from him. It's into Carl Winchester. Over the top into Gooch again. Come on. I said Gooch again. It sounded like Gooch gang as they've still got the ball. Tickled me a bit that. As Staunton gets the header away. Straight onto Omar Bogle. And can we charge here? Ball not a good one. And 3 minutes left on the clock. Or less than that right now as Hawks into O'Brien. Ball over the top. Easy for Marinovic, who's deserved his clean sheet so much because he's had his work cut out for him today. But he's kept no goals in that back of the net as it's a brilliant 3-0 win. And that is how we want to start our season. 3 unbeaten games in League One. And we're going to do the double bounce. And that win takes us second in the league. Let's have a look at that again, shall we? Sheffield Wednesday behind us. Cambridge having a good season. Barnsley and Sunderland with Luton Town leading the way. Of course, they're fresh from the Championship. So you expect them to have a little bit of bounce. As we're going to go straight into Wickham. However, an offer from Shanghai Port for Luke Hendry, and the squad is kind of filling up a little bit. And I've had Luke Hendry before at Grimsby Town. He's been with me at other clubs. That's a decent offer for him above his evaluation. So I'm going to allow Luke Hendry to leave. I think me and him though would have rather him stayed in England, but that's the way it's going to be dealt, and I'm going to accept whatever I can get for him, as I'm going to make one change for the next game. I'm just going to try it. McLaughlin is amazing, but we've got to play his new signing, don't we? Ryan Tavazzoli, so he's in the team. Adams and Butterworth are going to stay in, despite being a bit tired, and the same with Luke Bolton. A little bit tired, he's the right wing back, but we need to get a win away. Is it Adams Park? I think it is. One with loads of trees around it, and see if we can do it. They match the formation, apart from having a cam. As what's it going to be in a quick simulation? It's a 3-2 defeat. Okay, Horgan gets 2 goals. Norwood pulls it back a little bit, and he actually pulls it back a lot with a brace of his own. But Grimmer wins it late on. Only 3 unbeaten this year. The simulation lets us down as we drop to 7th. Oh dear, we've dropped to 7th as it's Peterborough up next. At least we're going to be playing Peterborough. Going to play Peterborough and Watford, then simulate Cheltenham and maybe Leyton Orient if we get onto that. But we've got a lot of messages in. But to be fair, nothing too impactful. So next game we go, and there's a couple of rotations in here because we are getting a bit tired, which is a little bit concerning. Still, if they're not under 60 on fitness, I do try and play them. With Marinovic still in goal, McLaughlin at right wing back, Tavazzoli, Staunton, Raggett and Danny Andrew at the back, with Anderson, Forner and Valakari in the midfield. Norwood and Butterworth still up front, as Norwood's actually took a hiatus on his rating. I didn't think he'd do that. I thought Butterworth would go up first, as these are in 19th as well, so low down in the table for Peterborough. Let's take advantage. And Peterborough's lineup is going to be Chrissy Pym in goal, Joe Ward, Frankie Kent, Nathan Thompson, Josh Knight, Harrison Burrows. Is that 5 at the back? I think it might be. It is. With Taylor, Grant and Randall supporting Johnson, Clark, Harris and Jack Marriott. That's a good partnership duo. And yes, I am aware them 2 words mean the same thing, but I'm scared about them. So let's hopefully keep them out and hopefully make it a win to bounce back from our L that we've just took as Tavazzoli. Ooh. First touching game for him is not a smart one. Let's hope nothing comes from that though, as they've still kept the ball. George Grant into Randall, into Clark Harris, who turns in the ball right there, and Marinovic forced into a save, but he's one of the world's best goalkeepers going, so we know it was going to stop that. As Keshi Anderson to run forward with the ball right here, back in the team for Josh Harrop taking a rest, as Norwood has it, and you've got to get that pass off. Come on, had to be better as Ward. Oh, and that's through the legs of a defender as Reece Staunton now has it. Keshi Anderson onto Butterworth as he turns smartly, and I see that run. Norwood picks a peach of a ball out. If Keshi Anderson can get there, great first touch. Oh, and he's blasted it wide. Keeper kind of took him out afterwards, but quite close. And 25 minutes in, free kick right here for the Posh. Is going to sneak his line a little bit to the side. Header won by Josh Knight, but straight into Marinovic right there, as he's going to drill one out with a pass straight onto Norwood right here as well, as there we go, Valakari with a run on right here. He's going to try and get a ball into the box. Is here Thompson, definite handball, I saw the linesman with the flag, and we have a penalty right here from that breakaway against Borough. So please, it's going to be Norwood after the back of a brace. Can he get another one? I'm going to go for another one of them smart penalties he had last time. And it works again as Norwood makes it 1-0 to the Pool. And what a finish this one is. It's blasted straight into that bottom corner. No chance the keeper's getting at that one. Boom. Absolutely over the moon with that. As can we actually get another one straight away? Conor McLaughlin drops it off to Valakari on the edge. Norwood with a volley. Oh, it strikes the crossbar. We're on good form now. Valakari with a volley, and that's just wide as well. Oh, we've sprung into life here in League One. However, saying that, Peterborough have the ball back again, and they haven't been as bad as, like, Sunderland were, definitely. I mean, they've put up a bit of a challenge here as Clark Harris tries to drill one through the middle. Easily going to watch that. He's restarting. And on to Tavazzoli as Fauna. Anderson. Let's move forward with this, shall we? Let's not move backwards. Let's try and get another before half-time as it's out to Conor McLaughlin. He sees Norwood in that area. Tries to cross it into a dangerous position, but too close to the keeper. And half-time is blown as well right here as it's 1-0 to us against Peterborough. The Championship side actually struggling when they've come down, and of course not a Championship side anymore either, as we're definitely going to get Butterworth off. We want him playing against Watford midweek, and then there'll be more changes to come. As Peterborough going to start off with the ball in this second half right here. Joe Ward into Johnson Clark Harris, onto Randall on the edge of the box. Let's hope they can't shoot. It's Grant onto Clark Harris, messing around with it a little bit as Raggett does step across. Tavazzoli drills that pass out straight into Valakari's feet as now Anderson onto Bogle. My nose is getting a bit blocked right here as that's a rough tackle on Omar Bogle. And thank you, it's going to be recognised. Should be a yellow card as well. And is, as it's passed straight to Ryan Tavazzoli onto Bogle again. He's going to drop it off to Sean Raggett, the defender. Valakari wanted it in the gap. And his shot's immediately blocked. And Ricky J. Jones makes his way onto the field right now as Valakari drills one out wide into Conor McLaughlin. Into Valakari again. This is good passing. Omar Bogle now out to Keshi Anderson. This is a chance, you know, and it's just blocked. Joe Ward to pass it away. Another chance gone. I'm scared if we don't take another one, they will. Ricky J. Jones onto Johnson Clark Harris and Marinovic favourite to that one. It's a great save from the man in between the sticks, the Aussie. He's actually maybe becoming my favourite player, you know. He's doing very, very well. Of course, he's one of us highest rated as well. As Jones passes it into Knight. It's a 1-2. Just need to keep them out. It's Grant again with it. Oh, Bogle's missed that. And Tavazzoli with an important block. It wasn't Bogle as well. It was the man in the middle. As Bogle is going to try and get us away right here with a 1-2 onto Norwood. Can he chip that back over the top? Kent deals with him. And it looks like it will be a tight finale in this one as, oh, wow. Josh Burrows, the left wing back, with one just drilled inches wide of that post of Marinovic. He had to come out and try and put the pressure on. As Clark Harris, he's definitely putting the pressure on. Peterborough dominating the later stages of this game. Just need to try and keep them out and hold on to our clean sheet, which Marinovic has done so well in game doing. As Ricky J. Jones though, and oh, what a save! Again! Pulls one out of the top echelons. I mean, it was a bottom bin shot, but top echelon save as that's headed away. Ricky J. Jones with an overhead kick. And will be a goal kick, as there's literally not long at all of this game left now. 4 minutes until we move on to Watford, and hopefully we go into that game with a win, because of course we're off the back of a defeat in this one. It would be good to get it as Anderson. Can it be 2 with the win? Oh, Norwood denied by Pym though, and that's a good save from Christy Pym. As Nathan Thompson going to try and get them away, is he? I mean, it's give it to Josh Burrows. There's only 2 minutes added on in this game though, so hopefully we should be okay. We're chasing shadows a little bit there though. On to Grant. It's into Knight. And come on, just keep going around us. There we go. The final whistle is blown and it's the penalty spot that does the trick from James Norwood's penalty. And we have beaten Peterborough in our own backyard. That is now 5 wins out of 4 in League One. Brilliant winners. I'm not going to check where that takes us in the league table as well. Nope. I'm going to resist it, as our manager ratings at 95, going into this midweek game against a Premier League opposition. And despite it being so, I am still going to change the team up, because I'm going to be fair to the Cup boys and give them their chances. and I just hope they take them, as Mitchell is one of those. Marinovic on flames at the moment, but he's going to play with Bolton, Maglio, Forner. I'm going to try at centre-back. I got a comment last time out, and I'm training him there as well. Don't worry, as Francis Angol's at the side of him, and Ferguson, with Josh Harrop taking the armband as well, with Adams and Valakari in the midfield, Omar Bogle and Norwood, the League 2 partnership up front, with Butterworth on the bench, because he did get very, very tired in that last game against Peterborough. Hopefully not the same here though, as it's Premier League Watford. And Watford's team is Alex McCarthy in net. Where's the cycling GK? With Kiko at a right back. Christian Cabasele, Rob Holding and Danny Rose. Imran Loser is sitting in CDM with Jong Woo Jeong. Sissoko, Dan Gosling and Barr with Pussetto up front. Apart from Aston Villa, this is our biggest challenge yet. Probably is our biggest challenge because this is away, of course. At Vicarage Road, a good stadium to be at, of course, as Luke Bolton caught out by Barr straight away. As Watford going to come at us, and it's a corner kick. Okay, I thought that would have been a goal kick. They touched it afterwards, but must not have gone out of play as it's whipped in. Header away. Not there still, though. Blocked, and Mitchell catches. At least we can survive 10 minutes, or I hope anyway, as that's not a good pass out. Straight into Moussa Sissoko. I might have jinxed myself saying that, as it's Kiko into Jong Woo Jeong. Now back onto Moussa Sissoko. Cross right there with a slide, but whip straight into Luke Bolton, as the back five's going to have to be on their best of form today to beat a Premier League club, as it's out to Valakari right here, and we're going to try and run at them a little bit, take the game to the Hornets. That's what I want to do as Hartlepool manager, not just sit back, as we've got a run through the middle right here. Josh Harrop, oh, and if that pass would have come through, it might have worked out for us. And yes, I'm in that stage with my illness where my voice cracks. Deal with it, as it's straight onto Sissoko. A 1-2 right here as Loser misses the pass up. What a loser, as Norwood tries to get his pass off as well, but he's blocked that one. They must have heard what I've just said, as Dan Gosling now into Sissoko. Sissoko with a shot from range, and it's straight to the winger, who keeps the ball in play. Into Sissoko. Edge of the box into Loser. Hopefully he can't shoot. Dan Gosling falls to Pussetto, the striker, on the turn off the post. Francis Angol with the acrobatics to get it away, as Omar Bogle, it actually reaches. And Norwood, if he's onside, which he isn't, could have been good. Yeah, but holding our own apart from that little post scare, as Francis Angol doing well back in the team. As come on, switch on Mo Adams, that was straight to you. If we concede from this, I'll be furious, but no, he makes up for it a little bit, as he almost gave them the ball straight back after he won that one as well, as Josh Harrop to charge away, cuts inside. I want to switch this ball out to Luke Bolton. What a ball from Josh Harrop as well, as Luke Bolton drill that through to Norwood. That's a good pass, looking for Bogle, not working. Going to be hard to play our normal game where we just feed players through against a Premier League club that can read them, as now it's Mo Adams in the midfield, sitting deeper again. Josh Harrop completely took out right there. Should be a foul. Advantage was only 2 seconds, as they're going to come at us again. And Tyrese Forner is actually playing in centre-back for the first time against Watford. I never thought about that, and he's actually doing okay, but thought it was going to be tested there. They've gone out wide to Kiko Femenia, back into Sissoko, across to the winger. Dan Gosling now with it. He fits it onto Barr, and he puts it past the bar. Just not taken still, though. You can see the ability in him from his days in the academy at Man United, as that's the second yellow for him. Oh my days, voice croak, as he is off the field. Jong Woo Jeong has been sent off for the Hornets in this first half of play. Brilliant stuff for us. I mean, not for all the players he snapped as we. Tyrese Forner putting it way over, but we've got a chance. Actually, wouldn't call it a chance, but a lifeline. If we were to get a shock, it's a much easier thing to do now against less players, as it is 0-0 at half-time. We've survived against Watford. Can we go all the way in the game? That is the hope, as Danny Rose onto Dan Gosling into Barr right here, as Barr has to switch across, but still chasing shadows a little bit in this second half, as you expect, even though they are down by players, as Maglio gets a block in right there, and they're going to let it go out for a corner. Damn it, I didn't want them to then. I'd rather them swing the ball back in, as it's going towards Rob Holding, I think that was, but a good header away from us, straight onto Josh Harrop, and Norwood, with less men that they have, is through a little bit here. No, it's Luke Bolton, the right back. He cuts inside with ease as well. Luke Bolton with a chance. Oh, and what a save from Alex McCarthy. It was a huge opportunity, as I'm going to put Ryan Tavazzoli on just for his experience at centre-back right now and his height in the box, as we're going to cross it in. Less men in there. Header one off the crossbar from Omar Bogle. Unbelievably close. Unbelievably, as Seema has come on the field for Watford. Don't know who he is, as Kiko had a chance and blocked by Francis on goal again. That's got to be handball from them, no? Okay, we're going to play on as they're going to come at us again, I'm guessing Watford. Gosling into Pussetto. He tries to put him around the corner and Josh Harrop hooks this away, as now Omar Bogle straight onto Norwood. Norwood gives this out to Valakari as well, as what can the Finnish guy do? He cuts back. He passes it through the middle onto Norwood, who's going to try and put that round the corner for Bogle. Easy for McCarthy, though. And to say this is a rotated team as well we're playing, I am so impressed to have survived almost 70 minutes against a Premier League opposition. I should probably stop calling them Premier League opposition and just Watford, though, as Gosling with the ball onto Sissoko. He squeezed one through, and Pussetto! He's onside. He's onside, and we didn't survive 70 minutes. We just survived just under, as it's a goal for the Hornets. Rushing blow as the 10 men take the lead. We've had our chances as well in this one. Threaded through and into that side netting. 1-0 to them. So gutting, as, come on, we've got to go for this now. Francis Angol sends his man flying, but Pussetto's through again, and Mitchell with a good save. Very, very good goalkeeping. So I think we're going to get booked for that tackle. Yes, Francis Angol does go into the referee's notebook, as there's a ball to the edge of the box. Bogle wins it, though. And can we attack? Butterworth now on the field. Oh, Harrop just messes his pass up, but Butterworth fighted for it back and did get it back. Oh, fought for it. Danny Rose with the ball right here. Is going to have to fight in these last couple of minutes for something. Cabasele with a pass around the corner into Sissoko, into Kiko Femenia, the fullback who's always up the field, as Dennis has come on. They've even brought Emmanuel Dennis on, so you know they're pushing to see this game out, as Valakari with a pass here onto Butterworth, and Bogle, slight gap, but not enough. As can we give this back to Butterworth? We can. We've got Bolton, who's been brilliant this episode, out on this wing. Luke Bolton drilling in. Butterworth cutting back. McCarthy with a save, and that was a huge chance again, as Danny Rose makes way for Adam Messina, and we make Bogle come off for Olamola, the last minute king, as hopefully he can do it against Premier League opposition as well. As that pass is not a good one, though, and we'll only have added time. You can see our players flooding forward. We've pushed them forward. Butterworth with the ball there, defending. Heavy touch from Butterworth, but he still manages to slightly hold on to it, as now they have it. Cabasele through the middle. Come on, pressure, pressure. Oh, and the final whistle goes. It's a heartbreaking one, that, because they had 10 men. It was a chance, but Pussetto's goal knocks us out of the Carabao Cup. To say they were Premier League, we gave that an almighty go. I'm proud of you, boys. I'm proud of you. And that almost ends what should be a good episode. Just look at them transfers. How unrealistic's that? Leicester buying Werner for 98.5 million. Do us a favour. Goretzka going for 132 though to Real Madrid. That's a good buy. As we've got Mo Adams maybe going up to 69 rated now. That's brilliant from him, as we are 4th in the league. Not bad. Not bad at all, as we go into this next game as well against Cheltenham, which is simulated. Come on, boys. In the meantime, we've got a transfer offering as well. Plias Gluwais wanting Luke Molyneux. He's only 24, you know. I don't want to sell him. Not in my plans immediately, but very good player, as we're going to rotate this team to the strongest possible form as we go into a simulated game. You can see Bolton going up a rating. Adams should be okay to play centre mid now. No minus rating. And 69 rated. He's gone up. Bolton the same, as 10th place Cheltenham away. Could be a challenge, you know, but we're going to go for it. Same formation, away from home. It's a 2-1 win. Thomas with their goal. Butterworth and Norwood, both our strikers, doing their job in a dominant away performance. Brilliant, as we now go into the next game as well, which is the cup fixture against Leyton Orient and then Fleetwood. And we'll simulate this. We'll go with our rotated team again, which isn't fully rotated. There we go. You can see a couple of changes in there. Basui in the team, Molyneux, Ingram, and there's actually one more I forgot about. Where is he? There he is. Johansson will come in for Ferguson. So we'll go with that one. Not going to just walk you through the team. It's only a little Papa John's Trophy Cup, whatever it is now. Yeah, Papa John's, I think. EFL Trophy, whatever it is. As we get beat 1-0. And I honestly don't care, as I wouldn't mind winning that trophy, but we've got way too many reserves to keep on playing in this way. As how much have we spent this season? 0. We've made profit, of course, not with wages, but that's absolutely amazing. As I'm going to save deadline day for next episode as well. As thank you guys for watching this episode right here. Don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe, as it's been a great episode. It really has. Not many signings, but really great games apart from just the hurt of losing that game. So thank you all for watching. Take care. And I will see you all in the next one. In a bit. And peace.